This conference will now be recorded.
In today's session, we are going to discuss about post-platform platform, and we have to understand what exactly post-platform platform and what we can do with the help of post-platform platform, and why should we go for post-platform platform even though we have a collection of configuration features that we have in Salesforce, which can be used to automate the business processes, and especially what kind of scenarios will enforce you to go to post-platform platform. That means, in simple words, I can say, why should we go for development? Because in Salesforce, we have so many configuration features are there which we can able to implement just by using some mouse clicks. Then why should we go for development? In what scenarios we have to go for development, especially? And upon implementing our own features by using post-platform platform, what programming languages Salesforce offers, and what exactly that each and every programming language, how to use them to implement our own custom business logics. We'll see one by one. Okay. Now, so that already we know, Salesforce provides three classifications of services to the customers on rental basis. Salesforce provides three classifications of cloud services to the customers on rental basis. The first one, they're offering SaaS. Second one, they're offering PaaS. Third one, IaaS. These are the three classifications of services offered by Salesforce to the customers on rental basis. Now, so let's see what exactly each feature. SaaS stands for what? Software as a service. Right. Second one, platform as a service. Third one, infrastructure as a service. So these are the three classifications of services offered by Salesforce to their customers on rental basis. They are offering software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. That means each and every feature they're exposing as a service. Because whatever the features offered by Salesforce, it may be software, it may be platform, it may be infrastructure, these features are available, making these features to be available to the customers on rental basis. If you want to make a feature to be available to the customers on rental basis, then we have to offer them as a service. If it is a product, customer has to buy. In order to use that product, customer has to buy. In order to buy the product, they have to do the huge investment. If the investment is more, then only the big organizations will use this software. Remaining organizations, like our startup companies, mid-sized organizations, small organizations, they can't use our software, they can't use our service. In that case, we are unable to capture more number of customers. So for that reason, to make our business grow very fastly, to capture more number of customers very fastly, to generate more revenue, to get more profit out of it, they are exposing each and every feature as a service. That means they're exposing each and every feature on rental basis. Because services we can take it on rental basis, products we need to buy. So but each and every feature Salesforce is exposing as a service, that means they're offering each and every feature on rental basis. Just you can able to pay the rental amount. Rental amount will be very very small, so every company, each and every organization can do that much of investment very easily. It may be a startup organization, mid-sized organization, or it may be like as a big organization. Each and every organization can able to do that much of investment very easily. So we can capture more customers, we can generate more revenue, we can get more profit out of it, we can make our business grow very rapidly. So for that reason, Salesforce is exposing each and every feature as a service to the customers. That means on rental basis. Just you can pay the rental amount, we can access them with the help of browser and internet access. We no need to install anything in our local system. These are all our cloud services which can be accessible just with the help of browser and internet access features. Okay, now, first one, software as a service. Then what do you mean by this software as a service? That means Salesforce is offering some ready-made softwares also to the customers on rental basis. That means as a service on rental basis. What they're offering as a service, they're offering some ready-made software. Salesforce people are already built some ready-made applications. These ready-made applications are providing to the customers on rental basis. Now tell me what ready-made application offered by Salesforce to the customers on rental basis. Salesforce CRM, right? Salesforce offers a ready-made application called as Salesforce CRM to the customers on rental basis. Now, by using this Salesforce CRM, what we can do automation of all our business processes. Like with the help of Salesforce CRM, we can automate our sales related data, service related data, and the marketing related data. So we can automate all these three processes with the help of Salesforce CRM. As of now, we know how to use this Salesforce CRM, how can we manage the records, or how to create our own custom objects, all these things we have done. Now, when using this Salesforce CRM, we have identified few limitations. In Salesforce CRM, we have identified few limitations over here. So what are the limitations we have identified in Salesforce CRM? To overcome those limitations, to overcome those drawbacks, we are using the help of the feature called as Force.com platform. Because that already we know, Salesforce is not only introducing only the ready-made software, Salesforce introduced that CRM along with a platform also that is called as Force.com platform. Now, here you can raise a question. So what drawbacks that we have in Salesforce CRM? Why should we go for the Force.com platform? Now, let me explain. Because it's a common question in most of the interviews. In Salesforce, we have so many automation features are available. Then why should we go for development? Could you please list me out some 2 to 3 scenarios which needs to be go for development here? Now, let me explain. I'm going to my Salesforce org now. I'm going to my Salesforce org. Let me explain what drawbacks that we have in CRM. Now, that already you know. Salesforce is providing a new release that will be on this is Saturday. Okay, this Saturday night at 10:30 p.m. IST, Salesforce is providing new release Spin 24. Now, let me explain the limitations one by one. We have so many limitations are available, but just took some 3 to 4 limitations are enough so that we can explain them in the entry point of view. These are few limitations that we have in our CRM, so which we can't go beyond this. That's what we can go for development. Now, let's see. I'm going to my Salesforce application. In this application, I have an object. I have my own object here that is position. Is it standard or custom? Custom. It's a custom object which we have created in the past. Now, just we can click on Positions tab. I'm creating a new record. Click on New button. Now the page layout has been opened over here. In this page layout, we can see all the fields available inside my position object. These are all other fields. So whatever the fields that we have, these fields has been divided into various sections. Like some fields are placing in information section, some fields are placing in compensation details section, few fields are visible in milestone details, few fields are visible in HR contact details, additional information section, position description section, like that. Fields has been split into various sections. Now, here I have a small question. Now tell me here. So now whenever I'm arranging the fields in the section, in how many columns we can arrange the fields? Here, this is one column. This is the second column here. In how many columns we can arrange the fields by using this page layout customization? 2 columns. Either one column, maximum 2 columns here. So whenever we are going to be arranging the fields inside the section, page layout customization allows us to arrange the fields in maximum of 2 columns inside the section. But my requirement is I want to arrange the fields in 3 columns. I want to arrange the fields in 4 columns. I want to arrange the fields in 10 columns. What can I do? Will the page layout customization will support? No. If the page layout is not supporting, if the configuration is not supporting, then what is the alternative here? Development. How to do the development? By using Force.com platform. This is the first requirement here. This is the first scenario which enforce you to go to development here. Whenever you got this requirement in your project, then say confidently, boss, this is not at all possible through admin part. We have to go for development. So to do this one, I need some 8 hours of time here. If it is a configuration, within half an hour I can complete. But for development, we have to design the whole screen. We need to represent the required fields in the required sections. We have to write the corresponding business logics also. So I need 8 hours of time. That means one complete day. 1 day time I want to do this. So depends upon your requirement. We have to analyze whether it is possible through configuration or development. Based on that, you have to decide the effort estimation. How much time that you need to complete this task. Okay? Clear? This is the first requirement. Next. Second use case here. When you come to this page layout, what is this background color here? White. I want to change this. I don't want to represent the white color over here. I want to apply my own color which has been suggested by my client. This project is not for myself. This project we are building for our client. So based on the client requirement, we need to change the background color. I want to change this font. I want to change this style. I want to change this size. Then what can I do? Do we have any possibility in page layout customization to change the background color, text color, font, style, size, all these things? No, we don't have this here. This is the second requirement. Whenever if you want to apply the branding, branding means what? Applying colors, background colors, text colors, font, style, size, everything. I will give them points. Okay, no need to write this. Now, in this case here, whenever we are going to be requiring this kind of customizations, Salesforce won't support. We need to implement them manually with the help of development over here. Okay, clear up to this one? Next, third one. For example, come to a small scenario. I have hiring manager object. It's my custom object here. Let me explain the third requirement here, which will enforce you to go for development. In my hiring manager object, I have a record called as Abhinav Sharma. Abhinav Sharma is a record. This is a record which I have created here, which is having the name, location, designation, employment type, current CTC, contact number, and the email address. These are the fields are available. These are the details of the record. Now I want to make it clone. Cloning in the sense creating duplicate copy. Just you can able to click on the button menu, click on clone. So whatever the current record details are available, those record values will be copying into this new form. Now click on save button. The new record has been created. Now again I'm going to be cloning this one. Click on clone, click on save. One more record is created. Again I'm making it clone. Click on clone, click on save. It has been created. I'm going to be making it clone again. Click on clone, click on save. So now tell me in this case how many records are there with this name? 5 records are available. When you go to that Abhinav Sharma, with this name, we are having 5 records are available. In all the records, same name, same location, same designation, employment type, contact number, email ID, everything is same, right? Yes. Is it a duplicate records, right? Yes. Now I want a preventing mechanism. I want a deduplication mechanism. Deduplication means what? Duplication elimination mechanism here. Whenever I'm trying to be creating a new record inside my hiring manager object, whatever the name, whatever the contact number, email ID that you have given, based on the combination of these 3 values, I want to maintain the uniqueness. With the same name, same contact number, same email ID, we should not have 2 records inside my object. When you try to create the second record, it has to check with this name, with this contact number, with this email ID, do we have a record is already exist or not? If yes, it has to show the error message, boss duplicate record found, so we can't accept this record. Suppose if the duplicate records are not available, then it should accept my record as it is here. I want this kind of duplication elimination mechanism. Do we have any such kind of deduplication mechanism in place in Salesforce by default? We have to implement this. In this case, we can go with the help of triggers. That means as part of development. Through development, we can able to implement your own triggers. With the help of these triggers, we can able to prevent this kind of duplicate records based on the required combination of field values. Okay. Now, this is the third requirement, which will enforce.
We can use the like with Salesforce providing a duplicate criteria we can give, right?
No. In this case, combinations will not be possible. All the combinations. Now, the fourth one.
Sir, what if the field has unique? What if the field is unique by creating the field?
Now, upon creating the field, if I'm marking it as unique, in that column only it is marking as unique values. But I want to use the combination of 3 fields, then it will not be sufficient. It won't work.
Okay.
Now, in this case here, fourth requirement. For example, I have 2 objects, position and the candidate. Now tell me, is these 2 objects are standard or custom? Custom objects. Both are custom objects. Is these 2 objects are related or independent? Related. How do we know? Right. Just we can go to that setup menu. Here also we can check it out. Now, what is the best way to check whether these 2 right? We can go to the schema builder. We can check that. Go to the schema builder tool. Place both the objects on the canvas. Now, I want to place hiring manager object. Sorry. I want to place position object and the candidate object. These are the 2 objects here. I have position object and the candidate object. So now tell me, is these 2 objects are independent or related? Related. Okay, fine. What kind of relation? How do you know master detail? Now it is indicating this is a color. Coding notation. There is a connector is available between these 2 objects. Now this connector is indicating these 2 objects are related. What kind of relation? The color of the connector. Now if it is a blue color, then that will be lookup. If it is a red color, then master detail. So these 2 objects are having master detail association. Okay, fine. Which one is parent object? Which one is child?
Position
is parent object, candidate is
child. Position is a parent, candidate is a child. Okay, fine. Because from position the link has been started like as single. Whenever it is reaching to that candidate, it is having that notation as many. That means 1 to many relation. 1 parent, multiple childs. So position is parent object, candidate is child object. Clear? This is the data model that I have. Now tell me here, I had a small requirement. For each position record, we can have some multiple candidates, right? Yes. In this case, now tell me here, for each position record, how many candidates are applied? I want to get that count. What can I do? For each
Roll up
position
summary.
record, how many
Roll up
candidates has
summary.
applied? I would like to know that count.
Roll up
We
summary.
can create a roll up summary field.
Hmm. How to achieve this? Roll up summary. And this position object, we have to create roll up summary field. So create a roll up summary field. Through this roll up summary field, we can able to count how many childs are available for each and every parent as well. Okay, clear up to this one now. So now tell me in this case here, I have a requirement now. I have a requirement. For example, these two objects are associated with lookup. Can I create roll up summary field? No. Why?
We create only for many to many relation.
Right. Roll up summary fields can be applicable only on the parent object which is having master detail association. If the objects are associated with lookup, roll up summary field cannot be applicable. Salesforce won't support. But I want roll up summary functionality. What can I do? Go to development. Because I don't want to change the relation. If we change the relationship type from lookup to master detail, we can create roll up summary functionality, fine. But in that case, the whole business will get changed automatically. Other areas of your business will be impacting. So we can't change the relationship type. We need to continue with the relationship type as it is. Along with the relationship functionality, I want one more additional behavior, that is roll up summary functionality. In that case, we can achieve this functionality with the help of triggers by using development.
Not only
Okay.
trigger actually, and
Understood,
Salesforce
sir?
also provide app exchange product for the roll up summary on lookup actually. I couldn't
Roll
remember
up
the name.
summary action products we don't want to use.
No, yeah. If we don't want to go for the triggers, like we can also achieve with the app exchange products, not just
Right.
with the code.
Right.
That's what I mean.
But all the clients will not support action products.
Yeah.
They won't
Okay.
support. They won't suggest.
Most of the clients I've worked, so they like I couldn't remember. It's not at my tip of the tongue right now, but they one of the applications like frequently most of the clients are using actually.
Right. But for that one, if it is a licensed one, we can go. Or else we have to go with the triggers.
Yeah.
Clear? Next. Next one. Come to a small requirement over here. Now, for example, I have a lead object. I have a lead object. I'm having a lead record with the name Beta Boxer. This is a lead record. So lead in the sense what? Person. Okay. Now, who is the person?
Customer.
Right. Now,
Customer.
lead in the sense a person. Customer is different. Lead is different. Customer in the sense the person who is utilizing our product, who is okay. So now purchasing our product, those people will be called as customers. Lead means lead is nothing but a person or an organization or a business who just showed interest in our product or service. The people who just showed interest in our product or service, those people will be called as leads. Okay, now, so now in this case, let's see here. What are the lead records are available? All the lead records will be storing inside my lead object. Okay, all the lead records will store inside lead object. So now in this case, once the lead record data has been assigned to the sales team, now the sales team will keep on follow up with the lead. They will be giving the required information. They're going to be offering some discounts also, and they will follow up with the lead multiple times. Finally, they will convince the lead to buy our product. Once the lead person is ready to buy the product, what we are going to do? We are converting the lead as our customer. Then how can we convert this lead as a customer? Now let's see. Just you can go to this lead record over here. Just you can go to the lead record. Go to the button menu. We have a button called as convert button. Click on convert button. Now tell me, upon converting the lead as a customer, how many records will be generating by Salesforce? During lead conversion, how many records will generate by Salesforce?
3 records.
How many records will be generating by Salesforce during lead conversion? Upon converting lead as a customer, how many records the Salesforce will generate?
3 records.
Right.
3 records.
How many? Right. How many records? That's right. Lead we are converting as customer. How many records Salesforce will generate? In our starting session in CRM lifecycle, I provided this full information. In this case, Salesforce will generate 3 records over here. First one, an account record. Second one, a contact record. Third one, an opportunity record. During lead conversion, Salesforce will generate 3 records: account, contact, opportunity here. Okay. So in this case, what are the lead name that we have? That means first name and the last name. With the lead first name and the last name, it will create a contact record automatically. What are the lead company name that we have? With the lead company name, it will be creating an account record and an opportunity record automatically here. Okay. Now let's see. Just you can click on convert button here. Upon click on this convert button, lead record has been converted successfully. It is generating 3 records: an account, and a contact, and an opportunity. Whatever the lead first name and the last name that we have, with those details, it is creating a contact record. With the lead company name, it is creating an account. With the same name, it is creating a opportunity record also. Three records will be generating the Salesforce here. Okay. Now in this case, we are converting the lead as customer manually with the help of convert button here. But now, for example, I have 1,000 lead records are there which I would like to convert. 1,000 lead records are there which I want to convert. What can I do? You want me to convert record by record, record by record, record by record like this? No, I don't want to do that here. If I'm doing like that, it will take more time. And that too, it's a regular task for me. I don't want to do this one by spending some 1 hour, 2 hours of time. I don't want to open the record, go to the detail page, click on convert button, click on convert, and then go to the second record, convert the record, third record, fourth record. I don't want to do this repeatedly here. I want to make it should be done in one shot. In this case, we don't have any such feature in Salesforce to do this lead conversion in terms of bulk. For that reason here, we can go with the help of programming. Through programming, we can able to convert the multiple lead records also as a customers in one shot. The facilities are available over here. Clear? This is a 50th scenario. Next, one more scenario here. For example, come to a small scenario, the last one. I'm creating a new lead record. Today, I'm creating a new lead record. A new lead person showed interest in our product or service. We have collected the data. So now we are entering some details of the lead person, like his first name, last name, company name, title, department, birth date, rating, industry, annual revenue, phone and the fax, mobile, email ID, website, lead source, and then we are collecting the address information also, product interested also. We are collecting so much data, we are creating a lead record. Once the lead record has been created, once the lead record has been created successfully, whatever the email ID we have entered over here, to that email ID, I want to send one email notification automatically. Once the lead record has been created, immediately I would like to send one email notification to the lead person's email ID automatically by default with the required subject and the content and the attachments also. I want to build some dynamic attachments here. Those attachments also I would like to send to the lead person's email ID here. Now tell me, do we have any feature in Salesforce to do this one? No. In Salesforce, we have few features called as automation tools like workflow, process builder, lightning flows are there. By using these workflows, process builders, lightning flows, we can send the email notifications. We can specify the required subject and the content also. And then we can specify the to address, CC address. But we don't have the option to add dynamic attachments. Dynamic attachments we can't add. Like for example, every month you are getting some bank statement to your email ID. Every month you are getting your credit card statement to your email ID here. Now tell me, will the bank people are sending the same statement to all the people here? No, customer to customer account details are different. The transaction details are different. So in that case, dynamically they will collect the customer's details, will place into a PDF file. The PDF file they're adding as an attachment, they're sending to the customer's email. Second customer details, third customer, fourth customer to customer attachments are separate. I want such kind of dynamic attachment functionalities. But in Salesforce configuration, we don't have any such kind of features. In that case, we can go with the help of development. Through development, we can able to achieve this functionality with the help of triggers and email programming. Okay? Understood the concept here? Like that here we have so many features are available as part of this development here which we can able to implement. Because whenever we are building any project, by using configuration itself, we can't build the 100% features of the project. Some features we can implement through configuration, remaining features we can implement through development here. But in that case, whenever you got any requirement in the real time, first of all, we have to think in admin mind. That means whatever the requirement they have assigned to you, whether the requirement is possible through configuration or not. If possible, we have to go with that. If it is not at all possible through configuration, then only we can go for development part over here. Okay, because clients are always enforcing you to go with configuration part. Because in configuration part, the client can save so much of billing also. Because for configuration part, for each and every hour, the company is charging $100 per hour. $100 per hour. Only for admin part. If the task is related to development, they're charging $160 per hour. $160 per hour. Billing will be different. Related to the task, the billing will be different. If it is admin, $100 per hour. If it is development, $160 per hour. Okay. Now, clear up to this one? These are few features are available which enforce you to go for development. So in this case, as part of Salesforce, they are not only offering simply the CRM, they have introduced a platform also that is called as Force.com platform. Salesforce introduced a platform called as Force.com platform. Okay, understood the concept over here? Now, so now as part of this Force.com platform, what exactly this Force.com platform, what is the use? Now let me explain. Basically, Force.com platform is a cloud platform. It's a cloud platform which can be accessible just with the help of browser and internet access. Okay, which can be accessible just with the help of browser and internet access. We no need to install anything in our local system. We no need to compile anything in our local system. We no need to maintain any physical infrastructure also, physical hardware configuration of 8 GB RAM, 12 GB RAM, 16 GB RAM, 1 TB of memory, nothing. Even though if it is a development, we are going to be purely using cloud platform. Here also we need just a browser and internet access. Now, here you can raise a question. Sir, if it is a configuration part or admin part, we are able to implement everything through mouse pointers by using the browser itself. If it is a development, we need to write some piece of code. We need to use some programming languages. Then where we can write this piece of code? This code also we are writing inside the browser itself, not in our local system. Okay, in development also, whatever the code we are going to implement, whatever the logics we are going to implement, the whole logic we are writing within the browser. Through the browser, we can write the code. Through the browser, we can compile the code. Through the browser, we can execute the code. Through the browser, we can see the result. Everything will be within the browser only. Nothing will be there in our local system. So that's what I told you. Force.com is purely a cloud platform, which can be accessible just with the help of browser and internet access. Now in this case, now tell me here, what we can do by using this Force.com platform? By using this Force.com platform, we can able to perform 4 operations. Okay, we can perform 4 basic operations through Force.com platform. Now, the first one, we can able to customize the existing Salesforce CRM application features. By default, as part of SaaS, Salesforce has given a ready-made application called as Salesforce CRM. Now, so many clients are using Salesforce CRM. Now tell me, will all the clients are following the same terms and conditions? All the clients are following the same business principles? No. So now client to client, business to business, company to company, the business strategies will be different. Business processes will be different here. The terms and conditions will be different here. So according to the business, we need to customize this application. So whatever the features given by Salesforce as part of Salesforce CRM, we can customize them according to the business requirement. Okay, now that is the first one. Second one, by using this Salesforce Force.com platform, we can able to extend the CRM functionalities. That means as part of this Salesforce CRM, they have given some collection of features. What are the features given by Salesforce? If you want some more additional enhancements, then we can able to extend the functionalities by adding some additional enhancements also through Force.com platform here. And in this case, sometimes you can raise a question, sir, as part of CRM, they have given few built-in applications. Like we have sales application, service, marketing, content, charter, communities, sales console, service console, lightning usage app, Salesforce scheduler, digital experiences, like that so many built-in applications given by Salesforce as part of CRM. If these applications are not sufficient, if you want some more applications according to your business, then we can build those additional applications by using Force.com platform. So by using this Force.com platform, we can build our own custom applications also related to banking, finance, insurance, healthcare, pharmaceutical, e-commerce, supply chain, any kind of application, whatever you want, you can build. The facility is available here. Okay, this is the third functionality that we can do by using Force.com platform. And the fourth one, by using this Force.com platform, we can integrate the Salesforce applications with the third-party systems. For example, by using this Force.com platform, I have built a financial application, or I have built an e-commerce application, like as Amazon, Flipkart, like that we have built one e-commerce application. In Amazon or Flipkart or any e-commerce application, what we can do, we can purchase the products through online. Upon purchasing the products, we have to make the payment, right? Yes. In order to make the payment, we have to go to the payment gateway, that means to the banking systems. Through the bank application, we can transfer the money through online, then automatically the product will be made, order will be getting confirmed, then they will deliver the products to my customer's place. Here also, if you want to integrate your Salesforce application with the third-party system, like Amazon application is integrated with banking systems also, Flipkart application is integrated with the banking systems, like the similar way, my Salesforce application also, I want to integrate with some third-party systems related to Java application, backend application, SAP applications, Microsoft applications also, CWell also, or any application I would like to integrate. In that case, we can use the help of this Force.com platform. These are the 4 operations we can do. We can customize the existing Salesforce CRM application features. Second one, we can leverage the functionalities by adding some additional enhancements. Third one, we can create our own custom new applications also from the scratch. And the fourth one, we can integrate our own custom applications with the third-party systems as well. Depends upon the business needs. Okay, clear? Now, in this case, you have to raise a question. So to do all these things, upon building our own applications also, upon using these integrations also, we need to write some piece of code. Without the code, we can't do. Then which programming languages we need to use? What programming languages supporting by Salesforce as part of Force.com platform? As part of Force.com platform, Salesforce is providing 2 programming languages. What are those 2?
Apex and Visual.
Apex programming and the Visual Force programming. Apex programming and Visual Force programming. These are the 2 programming languages are available here. Okay? No, Java is different, Apex is different. Java is purely on-premise, Apex is purely on-demand. But syntactically, both will be looking like as a bit similar, but not 100%, because 70% of the Java syntax and the Apex syntax will be looking like a similar over here. But both are completely different. Their internal processes are also completely different. Okay, so as part of this full stack platform, we have two programming languages are available: Apex programming language and the Visual Force programming language.
Then what about
These
the
are two
Lightning
programming
LWC?
languages. Now, so now here in this case here, as part of this Apex programming, what we can do with the help of Apex programming? Apex is for to implement business logics. Apex programming is used to implement the business logics. So upon click on the button control, if you want to perform some any actions, if you want to do some operations, that operation related code we can write with the help of Apex programming. Now, second one, Visual Force programming. Visual Force is for what? To
For
design
designing.
user interfaces. Now, this is for front end part. Okay, Apex is for back end part. Okay, back end part. Visual Force is nothing but to design user interfaces here. In order to design your own user interface, to design your own screens, like your registration form, login screen, and the change password screen, search screen, or anything according to your project requirement, whatever the user interfaces are required, those user interfaces we can able to design by using Visual Force. Okay, now in this case here, now Salesforce people wants to avoid this Visual Force programming to design the user interface, because Visual Force user interfaces are not mobile friendly. Whatever the user interfaces we are designing through Visual Force programming, these user interfaces can be accessible through mobile apps. That's what Salesforce introduced Lightning frameworks. That means for the Visual Force replacement, they have introduced Lightning framework. In that Lightning framework, they're having these two frameworks are available: ARA framework and LWC. ARA has been introduced by Salesforce in 2016, and then LWC has introduced by Salesforce in 2018 December. In 2018 December, Salesforce introduced their own framework that is called as Lightning Web Components. Apex is common as usual, but only for the designing purpose, they keep on having some replacement. To replace the Visual Force pages, they have introduced ARA in 2016, and then to overcome the drawbacks of ARA, they have introduced Lightning Web Components in 2018 December. Okay, clear? These are the two programming languages are available in post.com platform: Apex programming and Visual Force programming. Clear? Now, make a note of this one. Now, Salesforce provides three classifications of cloud computing services to the customers on rental basis. First one, SaaS. Second one, PaaS. Third one, IaaS. Software as a service. Software as a service. Now, as part of SaaS, Salesforce provides a built-in application called as Salesforce CRM, which can be used to automate all the sales, service, and marketing processes of the organization or business. That is, by using Salesforce CRM, we can store all the customers' data, all the customers, that means new customers, and existing customers' information at one place. Now, it contains a collection of automation rules which is used to make certain features automated, so that we can avoid the human task, that means human work, human task. Now, in this case, while customizing the CRM features, we have the below limitations. We have the below limitations. The first one, we can't arrange the fields in more than 2 columns inside a page layout section. We can't arrange the fields in more than 2 columns inside the page layout section. We can't apply the custom branding for the page layout. That is, we can't change the page layout, the background color, text color, font, style, size, etc. This is the second limitation. We don't have the built-in deduplication mechanisms. We don't have the built-in deduplication mechanism. That is, duplication elimination mechanism. Fourth one, we can't create custom roll-up summary fields and the objects associated with lookup association, lookup relationship. Now, we can't convert the multiple or the bulk lead records as the customers, etc. To avoid the above limitations, Salesforce provides Salesforce provides a cloud platform called as force.com as part of platform as a service. Done up to this part? we can integrate the Salesforce applications with the third-party systems. These are the 4 operations that we can do by using this Force platform. First one, we can customize the existing Salesforce CRM application features. Second one, we can able to add some more additional enhancements also to that existing CRM applications. Third one, we can build our own custom applications from the scratch. And the fourth one, we can integrate these CRM application features with some external systems as well. Done with this? Now let's see what kind of programming languages that Force platform offers. We are having Apex programming and Visual Force programming. Okay, Apex programming and Visual Force programming. Apex programming introduced by Salesforce in the year 2000 as part of Force platform. And the Visual Force has introduced by Salesforce, okay, in the year 2007. In the year 2007, they have introduced, okay, Visual Force programming. So now before this year 2007, as part of Force platform, we have 2 features are available. First one, Apex. Second one, yes controls. Yes controls. This yes controls are for user interface design. Apex is for business logic. Yes controls are purely built upon Ajax toolkit. It is purely built upon Ajax toolkit. Asynchronous JavaScript and XML. Okay, asynchronous JavaScript and XML here. So where we should be having that full thorough knowledge of, okay, JavaScript programming and HTML. Now, to prepare your own visual appearance controls, we are using HTML, and then to do the client-side logics, we are using JavaScript. But in 2007, Salesforce people has avoided these S controls. To replace these S controls in the year 2007, they have introduced Visual Force programming by adding their own built-in tags. Visual Force is providing their own built-in tags, which is used to design your own customized user interfaces. Okay, now in the year 2016, they have replaced this Visual Force with ARA. With ARA components. And this ARA, they would like to replace, okay, with LWC in 2018. 2018 December, they have introduced Lightning Web Component. But both ARA and LWC both are having coexistence. Both we can use within a single application also. But future will be purely Lightning Web Components. Now, let's see. First, platform offers the below 2 programming languages. First one, Apex programming language. Second one, Visual Force programming language. Then what is this Apex programming language? Now let's see. As of now, you might be aware of so many programming languages, like as C programming, C++, Java, VC++, C#.NET, VB.NET, Python, Pascal, COBOL, BASIC, and then we are having Fortran, Smalltalk, like that. So many programming languages you might be aware of. But all the programming languages are on-premise, which requires installation. But Apex programming is purely a cloud-based programming language. It's purely a cloud-based programming language which doesn't require any installations. It will be purely running in the cloud. Okay, inside the sports.com platform, inside the Salesforce server, it will execute your piece of code. It will represent the results inside the browser itself. Okay, so which especially designed to implement your own custom business logics. In order to build your own business logics, whatever the features are required, all the features are available as part of your Apex programming language. Okay, now the second one, Visual Force programming language, which is used to design your own customized user interfaces. Okay, now as part of this development, we are mainly focusing on Apex programming. Visual Force will be having hardly 1 week sessions, okay, 5 sessions max. The rest of the complete features will be we are discussing on Apex programming language. Now, because Apex is a major part, as part of this Apex programming, what are the various of features that I'm going to cover? Let me explain. Now, so as part of this customization for the development, completely we are spending 2 months of time on development. As part of development, initially we are going to be discussing about the cloud computing concept. These features I'm not going to discuss again because already you know these features. Okay, what is SaaS, what is platform, what is infrastructure, multi-tenant architecture. These already you know this one. Now we'll see the concept of Apex programming language. What exactly Apex programming? What are the various principles, rules, standards, guidelines that we have in Apex programming language? We'll see, and then we'll see how in Apex program will get executed internally. What is the program execution lifecycle? So there is a lifecycle architecture is available for Apex programming language. Like as part of this Apex programming language, we are having execution lifecycle. So now this is Apex programming execution lifecycle architecture. Then how in Apex program will get executed internally? We'll see that concept also here in tomorrow's session. And then we'll see the various of features of Apex programming, like the building blocks of Apex programming, like data types, operators, variables, output statements, conditional statements, iterative statements, arrays. All these things we'll see. These are the fundamental building blocks. You can go to any programming language. These fundamental basics are common in every programming language. So now generally when you go to the training sessions, people won't concentrate on basic fundamental building blocks. Directly they will go to object-oriented programming. Because of that, people are facing difficulty upon writing the code through Apex. But we'll be spending completely 1 week time on fundamental concepts here. If the fundamental concepts are perfectly, if you're aware of, then remaining programming languages you can understand very easily. When moving forward, when you learn Lightning framework, there we are going to be learning JavaScript. If you know the fundamental building blocks, then JavaScript will be simple. Same features will be available there also. Nothing different. Now, then we'll see the concept of object-oriented programming concepts, like our OOPS concept here. And then we'll see the concept of ORM, object relationship and the mapping. And then we'll see the concept of collections. How can we maintain the records in the form of bulk? How to insert bulk records and how to manage the bulk records we'll see. And then we'll see the concept of SOQL and the SOSL. And then we'll see the concept of DML statements, how to perform DML operations. And the triggers, what exactly a trigger, how to implement the triggers we'll see. And we'll see the most important features like as custom settings and the custom metadata types. And then email programming, how to send the emails to the people through programming with the required subject and the content to address CC address, BCC address, attachments, okay, everything we'll see. Then asynchronous programming here. How to implement these features, okay, asynchronously, which will be executing inside the Salesforce queue. So for that one, we have 5 features: batch programming, schedule programming, future methods, queuable Apex, and the flex queues. And then we'll see the concept of code coverage, that is called as unit testing by using test classes. Then we'll see the concept of sandboxes and the deployments. And then that is also called as code migration. How to configure the sandboxes, we'll see practically. And then we'll see the concept of development tools. What kind of tools that we are going to use in the real time, we'll see, like as Visual Studio Code Editor. How to use VS Code Editor, how can we install, how to integrate with your Salesforce R, how to write the code, how to maintain the offline development, we'll see. And then we'll see the concept of Visual Force. And then we are discussing about project management, like as part of project management, how the companies are getting the projects, then how the projects are going to be implemented, and then who are all the people are going to involve, and what tools we are using to automate the project management. And then we're taking about the Jira tool also, Agile methodology, Scrum model especially, and I will be taking up one real-time project explanation as well. And then we'll be discussing about resume preparation. I will share you some interview point of view questions and the certification material also, case studies as well here. So these are the various features that we are going to be covering as part of this development sessions here. Okay, all these features we are going to be covering in detail. Okay, we are not going to be skipping any topic over here. Every fundamental basic to advanced level we'll be discussing as part of these sessions.
You don't cover LWC?
Sorry,
LWC.
next one. Okay, now. So now once it is done, then we can go for that Lightning Web Components here. Lightning Framework will be separate course. So during the weekends, we'll be having Lightning sessions as well here. ARA, LWC. There you will be having the concepts of okay, HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. Okay, including as part of Lightning Framework. Okay. Now let's see. Make a note of these 2 points here. Apex programming. By using Apex programming, we can implement the custom business logics to be get referenced in different places of the application development to perform the required operations. In order to perform the required operations, we are using the help of Apex programming. Visual Force. Visual Force is a web development framework which is used to design attractive and dynamic user interfaces. Dynamic user interfaces to interact with the application. Visual Force is a web development framework which is used to design attractive and dynamic user interfaces to design okay with the in order to interact with your application. These are the 2 programming languages are available as part of this development. Then what exactly the Apex programming language? What are the various principles are available? Okay, we'll see from tomorrow onwards. Today we are having just a basic overview of host.com. From tomorrow onwards, we'll see what exactly Apex programming, what is the use, what principles are available, how an Apex program will get executed. Everything we'll see one by one from tomorrow onwards.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
If you don't mind, can you share the admin content overview, sir?
Sure. Done with this? Okay. So from tomorrow onwards, we're discussing about Apex programming. Don't miss the fundamental concepts here. Fundamental concepts are very, very important. That is the base for programming. Each and every concept I will explain in detail. I will explain that. Okay, each and every point. I will give the notes also, syntaxes also. We'll see practical example of each and every feature. Okay. Now, thank you. That is in classic. Visual Force is only for Classic. Thank you. Thanks for your
Hi,
time.
Firoz.
Let's meet on tomorrow at same
Thank
time.
you, sir.
Hello, hi, Firoz.